Welcome back, everybody, as the final match of this evening session gets underway. It's Emily Chadburn breaking off, one of the natives from Players Pool and Snooker Lounge, Newcastle under Lyme. Her first arena experience. I know she's really excited to be out there. And she takes on the Moroccan Youssra Belasri. As always, I'm very excited to watch Youssra, one of the most exciting players, male or female, anywhere in the world. I hope she's brought her entertainment style with us this evening as well. Joining me on the comments for this one is Lindsay Schultz. We just got our answer, Lindsay. Youssra is, as ever, going to go for absolutely everything, come hell or high water. But great to have you with us, Lindsay. How much are you enjoying Daventry so far?
It's been a great day so far. We arrived fairly early. My husband was playing in the men's open. So we've been here since about 10 o'clock this morning. But it's been, as always, an absolute delight. Getting to know the players a bit more, especially the women. And funnily enough, I was having a chat with Emily on the side before the match and getting to know her. Bless her heart, she's very excited, as you said. It's her first ultimate event, and I think probably her first tournament overall. Yeah,
I think so. I think she's been in her role at Players. She's one of the brilliant members of staff that look after us all so well on long weekends, and especially on Monday nights at Players Pool and Snooker. But also, as everybody can in Players, they can all hold a cue and pot a good ball. So it's great to see Emily make the step and put herself out there in tournament play. And I know there'll be plenty back home in Stoke cheering her on.
She's only been playing 2 years, she was telling me. So what an introduction to Ultimate Ball, to come on the TV table on her first night.
Yeah, and she's probably going to watch Youssra, and if she's never seen her play before, she might be a little bit daunted, because Youssra doesn't really do defensive shots.
From what Emily was telling me, I think she's a fairly similar style player. So
excellent.
It should be a good game.
Yeah, let's hope we're in for a cracker. Youssra, a member of the Moroccan women's team that thrilled us so much a couple of years ago in Agadir.
Yes, I think that's a very famous match everyone can recall.
6-0 win over the soon-to-become world champion French team, soon-to-become world champion Marion Jude.
I don't think anyone could have predicted that one.
No, I can tell you for a fact that I didn't when I started watching that game. It was one of the most surprising results I've ever commentated on in any sport whatsoever. As Emily just misses her last yellow, you can see why as well. I try and move the cue ball quite a bit there. Youssra's going to be in here, and the one thing with Youssra is because of the way that she plays the game, she will give you chances from time to time. Doesn't tend to know the meaning of the word safety, does Youssra Belasri.
Obviously a confident player that backs her potting.
Oh, I mean, when you can pot a ball like she does, absolutely. I mean, why wouldn't you? I said this to Barbara Taylor when we were talking about her earlier, is what I love about Youssra is she goes game from ball one, never ever considers not doing that, and also has an amazing habit of just bulleting balls into pockets, which is just so exciting to watch.
She loves to demonstrate, yeah.
Yeah, she's a really, really gifted cueist, and yeah, a lot of fun. And because it's, oh wow.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you're as shocked as I am.
Is that a safety shot?
I think it is. God. I think she's blocked off the one cushion up to the top, or has she? No, I'm just going to see it.
Oh,
it's a great effort. She's got a nice angle. She wants to move into the pack here. Depends how she sees it. She may choose not to. That would have been... It could have come out nicer, I think, is the fairest way to say that, but Youssra straight down. Also, don't expect to hear the beeps when Youssra's in play. She's a very naturally quick player as well as being aggressive. Part of the cohort of players that played in the last woman standing a couple of weeks ago was Youssra, and was full value in that event as well. In the limited table time that she got, she showcased all the shots that she has. That's the result.
Had a touch there.
Your worst
Not the
possible
best.
result
Yeah,
for
not
Emily.
the best.
Who will at least have one familiar face in the arena in our referee Orich Terskill. A staple of players pool and snooker is Orich, who knows Emily well. Will absolutely call this match down the middle, of course, but I think it's just nice for Emily to have a familiar face in the arena when she's experiencing it for the first time. It can be a daunting place to be.
Nice.
But the first frame, barring anything pretty mad, is going to go the way of the Moroccan. And flies that 8 ball. How's your weekend treating you so far, Lindsay? I saw you won your opening game, which must be a boost.
Yes. I made hard work of it, but got there in the end, which is always nice.
Win's a win's a win's a win.
That is what I'm telling myself, yeah.
It is a bit cold in the arena, if you're wondering, by the way. And as I said when you used to played in Newcastle under Lyme, you've got to remember it's about 20 degrees in Morocco right now. It is categorically not that, I can tell you, in Daventry, West Northamptonshire, but it could be worse.
I saw quite a few ladies bundled up in the last one standing. Did some go out and buy blankets or something?
I can't confirm or deny. We'll be seeing you in next year's Last Woman Standing, Lindsay. Is that an event you'd like to be a part of?
I would love to. Unfortunately, I couldn't make any of the qualifiers last year. But it's absolutely something that I think appeals to a lot of players. The format is just electric. Yeah,
it was a huge amount of fun this year. It really lived up to its billing. It was hard to top last year's edition, to be honest with you. I think we gave it a pretty good go. Youssra then back on the table. A good opening break. She's always re-breaking, and that's come out quite nicely for her.
Once again, she's not left Emily on much, if anything.
Yeah, she's been a little fortunate, to be honest. That wasn't her greatest shot. I'm not sure if Emily's touching ball here. I haven't heard Orich call it, so I'm going to assume she isn't. If she can see this red, she can play the loss of turn and not give Youssra much at all. That's pretty decent. Good shot.
Oh, is it a foul?
Yeah, it's going to be a foul. So cue ball in hand for Emily May.
So the first open chance for Emily.
Yeah, just needs to not get too excited here. It is a good opportunity. Hardest ball, I think, is probably the one in between the two yellows. I think the rest are generally all right. I like the way she's thinking. I was thinking just get rid of the two at the top and do your work in clusters.
Could have been better.
Yeah, I would have loved that to come back just a couple of inches, but still at the table, which is the most important thing.
Just going to get that ball out now. Difficult on the TV tables because you need to set up quite quickly.
Yeah, there's not much hiding place out there, is there?
It can be very lonely.
You're speaking from personal experience there, Lindsay.
I've only had the one experience, and unfortunately I was on the receiving end of a very informed Kirsty Lee Davis, who I think missed one ball in the entire match.
Yeah, she'll do that. What I like about the way that Youssra plays is she almost takes that out of the equation. It's almost like she approaches every shot and tells herself, I'm the best player in the world, watch this. And sort of always cues with such a confidence that even if it doesn't work out, the confidence isn't knocked for the next shot. She just takes it on with the same mentality again. Yeah, I like that choice purely because the cue ball, if it had just gone behind the red and right over to the left side of the table, that would have been a real bonus. But as it is, Youssra's going to be okay here to see this yellow. Which, just double checking her work. I just wonder if she's in a little bit of bother. Just playing the closest one, which tells you that she was. Emily is going game. And she's got a good chance here. Oh, that was the toughest shot you felt. And I don't think she's been wrong. No. Yeah, she's not quite got the recovery in, which would have been the right touch for her, to be honest. Not gone her way.
Oh, now then.
You do never quite know what you're getting when you shoot at the table at every single shot.
Oh my days.
Well, I'm amazed that stayed out. That was nearly a fabulous shot.
It was.
Because you really had to work hard to get watch the cue ball more than anything. That was the most impressive part.
I feel like Emily's really got to start. Oh, I was going to say, she's got to start clearing these up.
Yeah, you can't quite keep giving Youssra chances at the table, because eventually she will fire them in. Why don't we go double-double, Youssra? I think that's what someone in the crowd's just told her. She's seen the funny side. But no, plays a sensible shot and just drops it in for a 2-0 advantage. I certainly think there's a part of Youssra Belasri which is one that just enjoys putting on a show.
She seems so unfazed.
Yeah.
For someone that's come over and has rocked up in Daventry.
Yeah, of all the places that she could have come to in the UK in this month, and no disrespect intended to either of these places, but she's gone to Newcastle under Lyme and Daventry.
Yeah. And I don't think Youssra's played in any mini-series either, so...
No, we're going to have to help her out with that. And some events in some slightly more... how do I want to phrase this delicately? Producer in my ears just said a reminder that the first event on the series is in Wigan. And yes, you're quite right. Although I am excited to be in Wigan, I should say.
It's a nice break from Emily. Lovely break. Unfortunately,
it's a lovely break,
yellow went up the top there. Stop that red.
Yeah, so that being said, you're probably going to have to take yellows, but your first one isn't necessarily the easiest.
She's got the one at the bottom by the red. Should naturally come back over to the right-hand side. Maybe not cannon it.
Yeah, off the red to the middle is available, and I think if you want to try and get out in one visit, that's the shot. There's every case for rowing back here and trying to long this one out.
I think if you're 2-0 up, maybe that's the sort of shots you see. But that's a nice flip.
So she's going to dig. And obviously that probably means that the yellow goes bottom right, just looking at it.
Yeah.
Have a look at it as she came around the table. Yellow just left of her hand at the moment is a bit of a problem ball as well.
That's cute ball. Unlucky.
Yeah, not to beat.
Still smiling. That's nice to see.
Yeah, it is, and you know, this is Emily's first ever tournament, and you know, she's playing against a Moroccan international player.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You know, I think she's taking this as it should be in her situation and just wanting to enjoy the experience.
And we did sort of explain.
Has anybody got Youssra Belasri's cue power, by the way?
No, probably not.
Who on earth chooses to pump that in at 1,000,000 miles an hour?
We did sort of say to Emily what sort of game Youssra has. And I think Emily quite preferred that because I think she has quite an attacking game as well when she gets going.
Yeah, I like to go up the table there. I thought that went to the centre, but apparently not. And the reason why I brought up that Moroccan performance against France a couple of years ago is because all these sort of almost outwardly flashy shots that you're watching Youssra play at the moment, when they played France, every single one of them went in.
I know.
Every single one. It was like they were playing pool with the sliders on, and everything was at max
amazing.
power and max accuracy.
I think there was a very stunned France who had absolutely no idea what was happening.
Yeah, I completely agree. They had a very stunned commentator. Had no
She's
idea
got a
what was
nice
happening.
angle here. She can get out of the other one.
Yeah, played into it, which I must admit I didn't love, but we know she loves a double. She may have to double this up to the top corner. This looks awkward too. I think the cue ball's going to be in the way if she goes left centre. Oh, it looked to be a cross treble or a cross double in off the yellow.
Oh, another touch.
But yeah, sends one of Emily's balls to the bottom rail. Emily's just got to long this one out here. Make this as miserable as possible for Youssra.
She's got to pull it up now. 15 minutes left, or just shy. Plenty of ball left.
Well,
or you could go game.
Emily's going to go game. It's not a nice finish from Emily's perspective here. They don't connect up particularly
She
nicely.
gets a good angle after this ball. She's going to try and develop it.
I think she may not have a choice. Just needs to get half ball on this. And just got it a little full.
Make a ball.
She can still make it, but she's running for the 8 ball. And hold it as best you can. It's not the worst result. She may well be back.
Oh my days. And she's plumb on the black.
There is no one quite like Youssra Belasri. Absolutely
do you think
hammers in the 8 ball.
Do you think she does coach it? You could bottle that. I think quite a few of us would take it.
Yeah. They're all having a great time out there. You see Emma Parker in there, Aaron Davies, Dave Fernandez, and Mary Talbot's in the mix enjoying a pint. It's like she heard me. As she Tim from The Office me to the camera. But what I love about Youssra is she plays pool like I play snooker, in the sense of I play every shot with maximum power because all I want to hear is the ball smacking the back of the leather in the pocket. And it's also a massive coward's way out to cover the fact that I can't cue a ball straight. But she actually has talent.
She does,
and that's what I love about her.
Massively talented, yeah. Another good break.
Oh, Well, ordinarily, if this was any other player, I'd be saying, well, there's some mileage in this frame because it's come out horrible. But I somewhat suspect that Youssra will tap these. And this is not a frame you would ever attack. So obviously Youssra's going to. And quite simply, I love that for her. She may have an example.
Born entertainer.
Yeah, but she may even have an angle here to develop the 8-ball if she wanted to. Well, she's going to play a double. Oh!
Honestly.
Here we go.
She needs to put that in a textbook.
Here we go. So the 8-ball's out. The red's still a problem down that end of the table. The red at the top of the table I've not even got to yet, but that's a nightmare.
I reckon it doubles somewhere.
Probably, yeah. It will double in some kind of pocket. Is she playing this as a double now?
Yeah.
Treble. Not quite.
Safe again.
But again, as sort of as unbelievably attacking as that is, and the doubles are, a very showy shot, but she's played a good cue ball every single time. It's like that's the way she plays. And I think that finish was remarkably low percentage. But, if she was ever going to get out, having that angle on the red to the bottom right to fly into that red-yellow 8-ball cluster was the only way she was going to do it. That red at the top of the table now doesn't go to any pocket. But she's going to have a wing at it.
See, any other player, most players, would have just pushed that over the bag and left a safe white. Not Youssra. Not our Youssra. No.
Yeah, that was played with a modicum of safety. If Emily wants to win this frame, and I'm sure she does, just to get one on the board, she does not want to touch that yellow by the 8-ball. That is her absolute insurance policy in this frame. And she can play the plant here, which is useful. Yeah, that's nice. And now I'd be very tempted to tuck up and make Youssra chase. You got rid of one horrible ball. Youssra do the hard work for you, because you almost know that she will.
Yeah.
You don't exactly have to dangle the carrot for Youssra. She'll take this. I still would love to know what her plan was with that red by the 2 yellows, but I don't think we'll ever know.
No. I thought she was going to try and screw into it, but... Oh, she's doing what you said not to do.
Just has to be delicate. If she gets a full ball snooker here, it's not a bad shot. Decent chance of cue ball in hand here. I think that was, sadly, that had to be the shot in that scenario.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. She didn't have anything else on.
Oh, that completely came off at a
Right.
weird angle. But Emily now, great chance. Pick these apart. Three at the top, onto the middle to connect to the bottom. It does all work. She's seen it a little late. For me, the yellow she's just played, that would have been the 3rd ball in the combination for me. She was on the yellow to the top left, play that, back in the same position. Yellow to the top right, then you've got this shot to come down for the yellow. That's at the bottom of the table. This is a harder way of going about it, but it's still on. Not quite to be, and she was absolutely perfect cue ball wise. Unlucky. Youssra's making this top right, by the way. Oh, I can't believe she's comboed the white.
Wow.
I thought there was a decent chance that she makes the yellow, but she wouldn't have minded it. But comboing the white's tough. And now Emily Chadburn can win her first frame in an ultimate pool tournament. Should have gone in off there, it would have been so cruel. But here we go. Well done, Emily May.
There we go. Hopefully that'll settle her down now.
It's going to ultimately probably be too little too late in this match, given the quality that Youssra has. But you've just won your first frame in an ultimate pool tournament. That has to feel really good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Said it a few times tonight in different scenarios, but you know, sometimes in a group stage match, especially in the position that Emily comes in, where, you know, first proper tournament, you've got to try and take whatever you can from any match, even if you find yourself getting pumped 4-0. What can you learn from it? What can you gain?
We had this discussion earlier, and we were referencing a number of great players around the room, very well-known players, that they themselves had been beaten 4-0 today alone.
Yeah.
So there's absolutely no shame in it. You're playing good players. It happens.
He really does break the balls well.
Does.
Really been rewarded for it, right?
A ball there.
Again, another finish where you'd absolutely leave these well alone.
3 bad clusters.
I have a suspicion that might not happen.
Wow. That's one cluster dealt with.
Yep, 2 more to go. I mean, the one at the bottom of the table is awful. There's a chance that yellow closest to the pocket might sneak in, but I don't think it does. You might have a double on the one that's on the bottom of your picture now. Yeah, she's just opening things up, because reds are just as horrible really on the right side of the table, so Youssra's done a bit of work, acknowledges the fact that she probably can't do it in one visit, and tries to tee herself up for a second go. Sneaking towards the 15-second shot clock zone here in this match. Not that it will make a huge amount of difference to these players who've played very, very quickly indeed.
You did say we wouldn't hear the beeps much.
I don't think
Have we heard them at all?
once. I really don't think I've heard them once.
Double?
I think it has to be. I think we always knew it would be. Maybe tight. Yeah, if Youssra was turning that double down, then it must have been difficult. Owen off.
Yeah. Oh, and she's pushed
Look
another
at that!
red
Wow, I tell you what,
She has a touch, doesn't she?
I mean, she's played some great stuff in this match, but goodness me, she's had a couple of unbelievable rolls.
I was going to say, I'd like to know what the plan was there if Emily was going to start potting.
great loss of turn. Not quite.
I think the 15-second shot clock caught her out there.
Yeah, I think that's fairly safe to say. But
she had a pretty good awareness up to that point. I kept seeing her glance up to the
I think
the match clock and the shot clock.
Do you know what? I've actually been really impressed with Emily May Chadburn, to be honest with you, because this is a really difficult experience that I think she's certainly made a pretty good account of herself in. Has she played position? Is she trying to take this up to the top of the table? Better believe it. Oh, great effort. She's been inspired by Youssra's willful abandon.
Haven't we all?
Yeah, here. Whisper it. But 3 minutes and 20 seconds left. If Emily can clear these, there might be enough time for a potential draw. And she can get right behind this red on the rail, which she can.
I'll tell you what, I paid good money to watch Youssra run around the table in a 6-red shootout.
Oh, wouldn't, yeah, absolutely. Just didn't get into that shot enough there, Emily. But
very
she's prepared
sensible,
to wait.
Very sensible.
Don't mind it. I have a suspicion Youssra's going to take this for a pretty long ride. She's used her extension, she's got to hurry. Oh, fouls. All right then, Emily. It's for 3-2 with 2 minutes to go. Hey, heart the pocket, and you can see there's a little bit of a spring in the step of Emily May Chadburn as she returns to her seat.
Quite rightly so.
And a big beaming smile too.
I think she'd have been happy with one. She's got 2. Amazing.
Yeah, and what I like is they're talking to each other as well. So 2 minutes on the clock.
Yeah, it's Youssra's break, isn't it?
I think it is Youssra's break to answer your question that we're lip reading, Emily. But look, you never know. I can't imagine Youssra's all of a sudden going to start playing safe. And with that in mind, she does give you chances. 2 minutes and 9 seconds. Emily May Chadburn pull off an amazing result here and take Youssra Belasri to a 6-red shootout. It's a pretty open split. I'm going to say, Lindsay, Youssra's, I think, got to go close to getting these. She's going to go. We know she's going to go. But yellows are all lovely. So I think she's really got to get them. Because if she doesn't, Emily's going to have a chance at getting out.
I don't see any issues on the reds, to be fair.
I
thought she'd have hit that a bit softer and taken it into the middle, but
yeah, I do now. Keep that cue chalked, Emily. See, the feet are raring to go in the top corner of your picture. That's a great shot. What a recovery that is from Youssra Belasri, who's going to finish with a break clearance, and it's the sort of Youssra Belasri break clearance that we got used to seeing in Morocco. What a lovely moment at the end there for Emily May Chadburn and Youssra Belasri.
First time.
I think Emily can be really pleased with how she's performed there. But Youssra Belasri entertained us as ever.